Alright boys, I could not be more excited for what we're about to film today. If you guys know my history, you guys know that Draft Champions was a staple on the channel. Whether it was the blind drafts, the themed drafts, the challenges, we were doing all of it. And yes, we still do call it Draft Champions around here. Some of you guys may know it as Mutt Draft. I feel like that's when things started going downhill. So what we're doing today is essentially Draft Champions. We have a roster of all the current NFL players and a bunch of legends. Now, when I say legends, I use that term a little bit loosely. You guys are going to see a lot of players that are essentially based on their prime self, whether it's Odell Beckham Jr., guys like T.Y. Hilton, maybe Anquan Bolden. And just scrolling down this roster is so cool. Like seeing all the players and their actual faces. Like, the nostalgia is hitting me. A lot of these players I grew up watching. Now, since I want to make this like Draft Champions, we are not doing a full season. We are doing playoff only. So once we're done drafting our team, we're going to sim straight to the playoffs. And if we win, we move on. If we lose, we're done. And if you guys do want to see more videos like this, because there are so many ideas I have that we can do with this roster, just let me know by leaving a like on the video. You guys can also leave maybe some theme ideas in the comments down below. We're about to find out what pick we get. I'm not too concerned about it because there's just so many good players. It looks like we got number 8. So we got a top pick. We're going to get a very good player. It looks like the draft board is all quarterbacks so far. We've seen Michael Vick get drafted, Drew Brees, Joe Montana. This is just insane. There are so many players we have to choose from. I feel like we got to go quarterback, right? We got to keep this trend of QBs getting taken going. I mean, look at the choices we got. We have prime Aaron Rodgers, prime Tom Brady. We got current day guys, Peyton Manning. I already know some of you would be taking Lamar Jackson right now. We are not going to do that. I want to draft players that either haven't been in Madden for a long time or just have never been in Madden. There's actually so many options. I mean, Dan Marino is the 8th best quarterback on the board. I've made up my mind. This might be a little controversial. At the same time, we're the Green Bay Packers. We gotta draft prime Aaron Rodgers. He's a 99 overall for a reason. His stats are insane. I mean, prime Rodgers through one of the prettiest spirals you'll ever see. And I feel like with us being the Green Bay Packers, it just makes sense. Back on the clock in round number 2, here's what I'm thinking. You guys know Aaron Rodgers, when it came to the playoffs, his defense wasn't always the best. I want to say there were 7 times they gave up 30+ points. He was 1-6 in those games. I'm going to make sure I do my homework, go through all these players, make sure I'm not missing anybody that we should be taking. But I'm kind of leaning towards drafting a really good defense. That way Rodgers doesn't have to worry about trying to score 35+ points. This has got to be our pick. How is Reggie White still available? I don't mean to draft 2 Packers players, but can you blame me? I'll take a look at some of the other players just in case. Aaron Donald is also extremely enticing. Look at some of these linebackers. Now, I'm not going to take one of these right now, but Patrick Willis, Ted Hendricks. He was always such an amazing user for our No Money Spent team. Got Ray Lewis, Luke Kuechly. And I do want to make sure we grab a cornerback. It looks like there's about almost a dozen good ones still on the board. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to grab Reggie White here in round 2. I feel like he's the obvious pick. And then in round 3, we got to go ahead and grab a cornerback. We didn't have to wait too long in between picks, but sheesh, DBs are flying off the board. I really like Eric Allen. I feel like out of the guys available, he's kind of sticking out to me a little bit at the moment. Ed Reed is still available? Forget everything else. I'm going to draft him. 99 zone coverage. That makes too much sense. And I'm not totally sure how we're doing abilities. I want to say if a player is 99 overall to start, they're going to be X Factors. The 98s will be superstars. And then 97 and below will not have any abilities. Otherwise, abilities would just be all over the field. And it would pretty much just be Ultimate Team at its worst. In round 4, if Bruce Smith is still available. Okay, he's not. I was going to say I'm drafting him and putting him across from Reggie White. I know he's only got 94 speed, but you can't tell me Aaron Rodgers to T.O. would not be a sick duo. Sterling Sharp's probably the best guy available with that 98 speed, but I can't go with any more Packers players. And speaking of Green Bay players, there's so many. We got Randall Cobb. 96 feels a little nice. We're going to go back to the offensive side of things. I'm going to draft T.O. He's going to be our wide receiver 1. Pick number 5, so we're about halfway. We're only going to do about 10 to 12 picks. It looks like we can still wait on offensive linemen. There's just so many. We do got to go cornerback because they're starting to fall off the board. I'm really intrigued by Patrick Surtain, because I feel like we never get a chance to draft him in the normal leagues. I don't really want to go with like an active player. At the same time, it would be kind of cool to have a bunch of legends and have an active guy like PS2. The only other guy I'm really considering is also another former Broncos DB. That's Aqib Talib. The Broncos got some crazy cornerbacks. We could go Patrick Surtain, Aqib Talib, and Chris Harris Jr. Let's go Aqib Talib. I'm going to hold out hope that in one of my future, the long-term leagues that I'll be doing, we'll get a chance to draft PS2 then. Round number 6, let's go Trent Williams, left tackle, highest one on the board, 98, which means he will get superstar abilities. And you got to remember, this is prime Trent Williams, which is why you see all those 99s over there. Am I crazy, or is this just one of the most insane draft slips? Derek Thomas is available in round number 8. I actually looked this up to make sure I wasn't going crazy. So a lot of people do consider Derek Thomas a top 100 player. He had well over 100 sacks. We're currently getting him at about pick 240. We only got a couple more picks left, so we got to make them count. I really like Herman Moore. I like the size. I like the jumping. But since we got T.O. and his skill set, I feel like we have our outside receiver. I kind of want to get a good slot guy. You guys know Aaron Rodgers loves those quick slants across the middle. And how about someone like Steve Largent? I know he's not too fast, but I would say he's sneaky athletic. And then with our 10th and final pick, we're going no other than Eddie Lacy. Okay, I'm not actually taking him, but I did not know he was on here. 94 overall, 95 agility, 94 change of direction, 93 speed. But I feel like it makes sense to grab another cornerback, 96 overall. We talked about this guy earlier, Chris Harris Jr. This feels like good value. I mean, he's a top nickel corner. All right, guys, so we just had our first sports equinox of the year. I'll be honest, I didn't even know what that term meant last week, but apparently it's when you have hockey, basketball, baseball, and football all played in the same night. So what that tells me is we have a bunch of events going on, and if you guys need tickets, my sponsor SeatGeek has got you covered. Now, the reason why I love SeatGeek is they make life easy for you. They take tickets from across the internet, they put them all in one place. They even color code things so you know what's a good deal and what's a bad deal. And if you're still a little bit unsure, SeatGeek is going to show you a picture from those seats so you know exactly what you're getting. And I should also let you guys know when it comes to SeatGeek, a lot of times I find events going on in my area that I didn't even know about. And there's not a better time to use SeatGeek, whether you're a new customer or an existing customer. My promo code TDP10 is going to get you 10% off that next purchase. So make sure you guys download the SeatGeek app today. I will also put a link down below in the description. Make sure you guys use that code TDP10. I want to thank SeatGeek for always sponsoring. You guys saw me draft some of these players. Aaron Rodgers, T.O., Largent, Trent Williams, and Will Shields. Some of these players the computer drafted are so cool. So our wide receiver number 3 is Mike Wallace. At number 4, we got Falcons legend Roddy White. And then our 5th receiver is Alshon Jeffrey. Our running back is Priest Holmes. I love it. That is a top pick. I want to say that's Keith Byers, fullback, 91. Offensive line across the board is okay. 85 right tackle versus some of these pass rushers is kind of scary. And our tight end is Jimmy Graham. I love that. There's so much going on defense, I don't even know where to start. So I see William Perry. I got to be able to use him at fullback, right? If we get in the goal line situation. We got some really good safeties. It looks like we're going to start Ed Reed along with Dennis Smith. And then I feel like my user has to be Derwin James. I feel like he's going to fit that role very good. Chris Spielman in the middle of that defense. Behind him, we got the Patriots coach Mike Vrabel. Our pass rush should actually be insane. Reggie White, Derek Thomas. Got Perry, Henderson, Ed Too Tall Jones. And who is our cornerback number 3? It looks like Jonathan Joseph. I might be more excited about the defense than our offense. And then special teams, we got Morton Anderson. So we have a kicker with abilities. One of the best all time at his position. And then our punter's Tommy Townsend. It's not a diss on him, but it's just, you know, we go from Morton Anderson to Tommy Townsend. We're not going to be punting anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let me go ahead and show you guys the playoff bracket. So all 14 people that drafted, they're guaranteed to make the playoffs. They're in front of you. We end up being the number 2 seed, not too shabby. And we're taking on an LA Rams team that drafted Joe Montana with his first pick. I want to say that was at number 5, maybe number 6. He's got Rodney Barber in that secondary. We're going to have to watch out for him. Now that I'm looking at it, this guy's defense might be kind of OP. So he's got Mean Joe Green on the front of that D-line. Patrick Willis at linebacker. He's got Willie Davis coming off the edge. I think that's so cool that, you know, we'll see someone that literally played in the NFL during the 1950s. Marshall Faulk at running back. That's going to be a tough stop. Chad Johnson for his wide receiver number 1. Steve Atwater, always one of my favorite players in Madden. He plays so good. I don't know if it's the size, the height. And then, yeah, filling out the rest of this guy's roster. I mean, all of these teams are stacked, so this isn't too surprising. But I feel like this guy did a pretty good job drafting. Starting this one on defense, I'd have to think this guy's going to be pretty pass heavy. So I'm excited to see what these pass rushers can do. I'm kind of banking on Reggie White and Derek Thomas just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks. Looks like he's got a receiver in the backfield. Is that not Andre Johnson? Wait, I'm so confused because he wasn't on his roster. Good open field tackle by Spielman. Obvious passing situation. Come on, pass rushers, go get him. Yes, sir, Ed Reed. Got a chance for a return. Oh, this man's moving different. I don't think they're going to catch us. It's a pick six. I could tell as soon as I started using him, Ed Reed, he feels so quick. Let's go. No better feeling than starting the game on defense and going up without even touching the ball on offense. We might have actually built something crazy on this side of the ball. Look at that move by Reggie White. Okay, so we just gave up a first down because I was too busy staring at Reggie White, not actually playing defense. All right, let me actually lock in and not just watch what's going on. Reggie White getting there again. How did you guys let this man fall to the second round? He's wrecking havoc out there. Fourth down, he's got to have it. I'm going to pass commit here. We're going straight up man coverage. And he somehow completes it. We were draped all over him, but good pass by Montana and a good catch by A.J. Green. Second quarter, he's got first and goal. We're making him work for it. But yeah, it's just so tough getting stops in Madden. Look at that explosiveness by Marshall Faulk. He didn't go anywhere, but same thing, another run. I mean, look at that. It looks like he got launched out of a cannon. Some of these legend players, the way they're moving, it looks kind of glitchy out there. Ed Reed, Marshall Faulk. Finally, we get to see the offense. We got to come out slinging this thing with Aaron Rodgers. Straight up man coverage, across the middle. Largent drops it. I even went possession catch there. I could understand if I got greedy and went rack catch. I went possession. He should catch that every time. He's got like 99 catch in traffic. Let's motion out Priest Holmes. We're not going to run too much with him. I'm just trying to take Rodney Barber out to play. That's going to open up the middle for Largent. He's going to catch it this time. And we got to watch out for those Patrick Willis hit sticks. If we run into one of those, probably going to cough it up. Let's try a run play here. And we get lit up by Patrick Willis. I'm just glad we didn't fumble that. 3rd and 9, the safeties aren't playing very deep. That's because it's a blitz. Largent across the middle again, and we're going to be short. I'm going to look left. I'm going Largent. Oh, I completely read that wrong. That was completely my fault. I didn't realize that must have been cover 2. 2-minute warning. With the way this one started, I thought we were going to dominate. It has not gone well since. Ed Reed, way to get there and swat it down. Showing off that 99 zone coverage right there. He closed quickly. Let's see if we can catch him off guard. I'm going cover 0. He's looking deep. What a catch by Percy Harvin. That is one thing I have noticed. Joe Montana, he's not missing any throws. Even when he's under pressure, he's not fazed by it. That's the one thing we have going for us right now. Our defensive line is just going off. I probably should have called a timeout after that last one. We're under a minute left. He's running for his life again. And it's another sack. Reggie White. He ran all the way across the line of scrimmage to chase him down and get that sack. This defense is actually so fun. We're going to hold them to a field goal. I got to come out and get some points. I'm not trying to get eliminated in the first game. 36 seconds. We got one timeout. More than enough time for Aaron Rodgers. I might look to attack his user. Now we'll take Largent in the outside. Oh, I was trying to get out of bounds there. We're going to have to use our final timeout, which I was hoping to save a little bit longer. At the 41, I think we can kick from here. So I'm not going to force anything. I'm going to take off Rodgers. Get us some extra yards, and we can easily make this. We got a legend kicker. We got to put him to use. Now, if you look at the meter, it's going so slow. That's because of an ability. It's not because we're playing on rookie. And I just shanked the kick. I thought that meter went slow too. I am the only person that can have a Hall of Fame kicker with abilities and miss that easy of a field goal. Maybe we need to run the ball a little bit more in the second half. Okay, on second thought, maybe we don't. Offense has been a struggle up to this point. What am I looking at on defense? He's got 2 down linemen to the right. Everyone else is standing up. Across the middle. T.O. drops it. What a throw by Rodgers. A little bit of a hospital ball, but I mean, it's Terrell Owens. I want to see him catch that. This game has definitely been a chess match. This guy's doing a good job disguising his defense. There it is. Jimmy Graham. Finally a big play. He's got both receivers downfield doubled. I'm going to flip it to Jimmy Graham at the last second. How do we just do that? Not how we drew it up, but it's Aaron Rodgers. Sometimes you got to improvise a little bit. First and goal, we got to go ahead. We got to get 6 points. I'm going RPO. T.O. maybe got a yard. I'm trying to get one more play off. I do not want this going into the fourth quarter. This has been such a long drive. Got it. What a ball by Rodgers. Got to be able to trust the throw power in those situations. And if you ever wanted to see Steve Largent hit the gritty, well, there you go. Extra point going to put us up by 4. The drive was a bit of a struggle, but hey, we got the touchdown. That's all that matters. Already the fourth quarter. This game's going by quick. We're in a good spot. If we can get one stop, we're going to win this game. Oh, what a find. Marshall Faulk slips out the backfield. I'm going to use our Dennis Smith. I'll let Ed Reed play center field, do his thing. Yes, sir. Derek Thomas this time. He doesn't have a third down conversion yet. I'm not trying to give up one right here. Everyone locked up. He goes underneath. Absolutely nothing there for Harvin after the catch. Fourth down, possibly the ball game. Looking across the middle, and it's intercepted. Fuller. I don't even know what Fuller this is. Kyle Fuller, Kendall Fuller. Regardless, we got an interception. Did you guys see the clamps we just had on defense? Everybody was locked up. I probably should be running the ball, but I feel like we got some mismatches with the defense he's in. Yeah, blown coverage right side. We get hit. No shot, that gets intercepted. A diving grab by Robinson to pick it off. This is what I was just talking about. I feel like we don't see like the normal players make those kind of plays. I know that was dumb. I should have came out and ran it. Now I need my defense to bail me out. He's got a wide open Percy Harvin. That is not what we want to see. He almost took that to the house. Let's see if he brings us to the 2-minute warning. No, he's not. Play action. And he's got a wide open touchdown. We are now all of a sudden losing. I completely fumbled that lead away. Now we got to go ahead. We got to put together a drive. There it is. Roddy White might be gone. We're finally brought down. Was that Robinson again? That man's everywhere. At the 25, we're already in field goal range. T.O.'s got a step. Might be risky, but it's going to be a touchdown. That is a throw you could not make in previous games. Because that quarterback covering, I want to say Mike Wallace on that right side, would have just turned around and picked it off. But since he doesn't have his eyes on the ball, they don't react to that this year. Big extra point. Going to make this a 4-point game. He has to go ahead and get a touchdown. Defense has been doing it all game. Need it one more time here. It's going to end up being another sack. Who was it that time? Just nothing over the top. He's going to check it down and just get stopped in his tracks. It looks like he doesn't want to waste the timeout. He's going to go no huddle here. He needs 14. Just everybody play the sticks. There it is. Intercepted by Ed Reed. He's all over the place. One first down and it's over. I think he brings a blitz here. No, he didn't. Okay, this might have been a bad idea. Maybe it wasn't. We find Mike Wallace. And that should seal it. What a scrappy game on offense. That is not the first time Aaron Rodgers has bailed us out. We're going to walk away with a wild card win. That was a tough game. That was fun. It is time for the divisional round. So we are taking on the number 3 seed Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Looks like he won his first game 24-20. Let's take a look at this guy's roster. Let's see what he's working with. So he's got 99 Jared Allen. Probably somebody we're going to need a double team. So his quarterback is Steve McNair. I like that. I'm curious how he's going to play. His cornerback number 1 is Nnamdi. I'm going to be a little sketched out whenever I have to throw his way. Chris Long on the other side of Jared Allen. Tight end is Shannon Sharp, somebody that can do everything. David Fulcher, free safety. Looks like his running back is Thurman Thomas. Henry Ellard, wide receiver. He's got Big Vince in the middle of that defense. Looks like he's got a young Deion Buchanan. He obviously had a great start to his career. But yeah, this guy's got a mix of players going on. Herman Moore at wide receiver. We got to watch out for him. That guy can definitely make some big plays. Sebastian Janikowski. If you guys didn't know, Janikowski was a kicker that the Raiders drafted in the first round. I like the uniform choices, the creamsicles. Those are some of my favorite uniforms ever. I don't like to look at this. Thurman Thomas getting loose the first play. Not a good start by the defense. One thing I did notice, this guy has no offensive lineman with abilities. I'd love to see our pass rushers cause some issues. Please throw that. He's not going to. It's just going to be an incomplete pass. 3rd and 11. That means we can pass commit. Go get him, boys. That's not a good read. It's intercepted. He was fooled by the invert defense. This man, Dennis Smith, out there making some plays for us in both games so far. All right, I will say, as much as I love running around and just slinging the rock with Aaron Rodgers, We got to be able to establish a run game if we want to have success. Are you kidding? Priest Holmes! I'm about to bench this man. Our backup running back is Tony Pollard. I'm about to put him in the game. That was such a weak fumble, too. It just looked like he lost it. We had a little bit of momentum going for us, just all gone. Oh, I'm out there. No, I'm not. But I still kind of made that play, even though I missed the tackle. It's going to be a man in motion. This might be a double pass. No, it's not. He's looking down the seam, and that's a tough catch. Oh, I messed up. I bit just enough. That's completely my fault. I thought for sure he was going to be running in that situation. Instead, he gets me out of position and finds Shannon Sharp for the touchdown. It looks like this guy loves to crowd the line of scrimmage. I mean, yeah, this looks like an aggressive defense. I say we go over the top. Looks like we got a step. What a passing catch. Aaron Rodgers to T.O. If he's going to continue to have Nnamdi matched up with Largent, I'm going to have to look T.O. a lot in this one. Oh, we didn't get it off in time. That probably would have been a touchdown. 3rd and 20. He's showing me one safety over the top. I would have to think he's going to drop him back. This has got to be some type of, like, cover 4. It's going to be a tight window. But you already know Aaron Rodgers going to put it on the money. We really had no other options to throw that football. And Rodgers put it exactly where it needed to be. Oh, yeah, he bit hard. We got a wide open Terrell Owens. It's a touchdown. I need the Lambeau leap. Give me one. He faked it. Why is that such a T.O. thing to do? He's got bunch to the right. Let me use her Chris Harris. Oh, it's a screenplay. Oh, no. I mean, we got everybody getting pancaked. And we're finally going to push him out of bounds at the 3. I think we see an inside zone here. At the same time, I'm going to watch Shannon Sharp on like an RPO. He looks slant. How did he just catch that? Why did that look like it hit the ground or something? Andre Reed, I guess he made a spectacular catch. Coming out the 2-minute warning, I'm not a fan of how this game has been going so far. At the same time, if we could score here and get the ball in the second half, we're going to be just fine. Yeah, he can't keep up with Mike Wallace. Nice little seam beater, and that should get this drive going. I'm going to motion out Priest Holmes. He is going to follow him. So we got Jimmy Graham on kind of a drag. I'm going to put Largent on a slant. I'm looking for one of those two. I'm going Jimmy Graham. He breaks the tackle. The man's just too big. I think we got enough time to sneak in a run. Priest Holmes, I need you to redeem yourself. Some great blocks. There he goes. Just got to hang on to it. I feel good about that. We're actually getting some good looks in the running game. I'm going to go quick here. He loves his man coverage. Yeah, you're going to have to make a change. There goes T.O. setting us up at the 10. And let's keep going quick. 3rd and goal from the 1. I like this. I'm going to go fullback dive to Byers. I'm surprised we didn't get more push up front. I'm going to use my last time out. 4th and inches. We're going for this. Oh, he messed up. Wide open. It's a touchdown. He flipped his defense at the last second, and we got a Lambeau leap. It may not have been him that messed up. It may have been when I flipped my play. If he has his cornerback matchups by overall, that might have been why his entire defense was just completely switching sides. Second half, I feel like we can take control of this one. He's going to send Nnamdi on a blitz. I don't think he can keep up. Largent drops it. That's not the first time. That's a man with 99 catching traffic. We got to clean up the mistakes. If we do that, I'm telling you, we can run away with this one. Jimmy Graham wide open across the middle. And I'm going possession catch. I'm not taking any chances. Corner blitz off the right this time. I'm going Mike Wallace. Can we get it there? What a throw by Aaron Rodgers. Are you kidding me? There was only one spot you could put that football, and Aaron Rodgers put it right there. I've been waiting to hit Mike Wallace on one of these deep balls. We finally connect, and we got ourselves a touchdown lead. Now that we're finally up on the scoreboard, let's see how this man responds. It's going to be a handoff Thurman Thomas. Our defense is doing a lot better job in the ground game. Other than that first big run, this guy's not had much since. He's going to try and take off. Yeah, Reggie White is having none of that. I don't see too many quarterbacks getting those the tackle battles. One of our pass rushers, they're going to get a sack right here. I can feel it. He goes quick, and it's dropped. 4th down. If we get a stop here, we're in business. I want to make sure I got my defense correct, so I want to use her Derwin James. I'm the zone on this play. Okay, apparently I wasn't the zone. I feel like when he put his man in motion, why would it switch though? I don't know what happened there. That kind of felt like our chance, I'm not going to lie. And now he's got a big run up the middle with Thurman Thomas. He's taking off with McNair again. Another tackle battle. Dude, McNair out here getting physical. I'm surprised Reggie White or Derek Thomas have not made more of an impact in this one. It's going to be read option. Got bodies all over it. I want to say it's actually Derek Thomas getting in there. 3rd and goal. We're not worried about the motion. He's looking slant. There we go. He turns that into a touchdown. How? I want to say we had 3 or 4 defenders on him, and he dragged them for a couple yards into the end zone. 4th quarter, we got ourselves a good one. I might look Mike Wallace here. No, he's got safety help. What a catch by Largent. That's so tough with Nnamdi draped all over him. We need about a foot. I'm going to come out. I'm just going full back dive. I want to make sure we get this first down. Oh, we got it, and then some. Byers taking off for about 15. I like this look he's given us. I think he's actually going to leave this left side one-on-one. I'm going to leave Priest Holmes in the block. We're going to need some extra time. And we got it. I was actually trying to go rack catch there because sometimes that can get glitchy. This guy's showing no signs of stopping us. We're actually in a position to take some time off this clock. Maybe not. Priest Holmes off to the house. It's a touchdown. I feel like we're due for a stop. This guy's kind of been hanging on by a thread these last couple of drives. He's going to connect with Herman Moore. That might be his first catch. 2 minutes left, up by 7. Yeah, that play action was fooling nobody. He's going deep. Joseph is step for step, and he's got a touchdown. This man, Henry Ellard, I want to say that's touchdown number 2 for him. We've been doing a good job on pretty much everyone else, but he's just been winning that matchup. We did it last game. We got to do it again. It's time for Aaron Rodgers and the offense to put together a game-winning drive. Oh, we just got a big block. Priest Holmes. Yes, sir. That's a good way to get us started. Let's go ahead. I'm going to put Mike Wallace on a smoke screen, and then I'm going to put T.O. going across the field. I'm looking him or Priest Holmes. Yep, got him wide open, and we missed him. If we connect on that, it's game over. Tough spot, 3rd and 13. Though I do see he's pressing, we might have to look deep on this play to either Wallace or T.O. Okay, it's cover 2 man. Got him. Why did he lob it? Oh, Jimmy Graham, I love you. He still caught it. Why was that pass lobbed? That made it so much more difficult than it needed to be. Luckily, Jimmy Graham being, I don't know, 6'7", bails us out. He's not going to use a timeout. I'm just going to let this clock tick all the way down. I'm going to go with a simple RPO. We just got to make the right read. There he goes. I'm going down. How does that happen? What are some of the animations we have seen in this game? Normally, I don't even go down. I just believe in taking my points and getting a stop on defense. I know a lot of you guys don't agree with that whenever I do it. I finally go to do it, and then that happens. Big extra point, makes it a 7-point game. 18 seconds, so he does have all 3 timeouts. He's going to have to look deep down the field. I'm most worried about Herman Moore, though I probably should be worried about Henry Ellard. Dennis Smith again, playing center field. And that seals it. But why not get him a pick 6? This man, Dennis Smith, is glitchy. Who would have thought? This is why this is so fun. Aaron Rodgers was in his bag for this one. 14-19, 276 passing yards. And I know I was frustrated with Priest Holmes. He had the early fumble. But yeah, him and the offensive line, they did finish the game strong. And just like that, only 4 teams remain. We're about to take on a Saints squad that dropped 44 points in their divisional round. That was a close one. I'm glad we're not playing the 49ers because for some reason, they always had Aaron Rodgers' number in the playoffs. We got to take a look at his roster. I know he's got Adrian Peterson because I saw he won Player of the Week. He scored 5 touchdowns. His quarterback is 99 Johnny Unitas. Now, I have to ask, what are the throwing stats on someone like Unitas? Okay, so he's got pretty much 99 everything when it comes to accuracy. Revis Island, that's going to be a problem. Whoever he's matched up against, I am not throwing the ball his way. Prime Odell Beckham Jr. I mean, it makes sense. Went to LSU. Now he's playing for New Orleans. Jeremiah Trotter at linebacker. X Factor Dave Casper at tight end. I can see why this guy dropped 44 points. At safety, he's got Cliff Harris. There's Adrian Peterson. I'm worried about this guy. He's got 97 speed. I want to say I already saw he's got like 99 break tackles, stiff arm, trucking. Even his defensive line looks insane. He's got Charles Johnson, a prime DeForest Buckner, and also Richard Seymour. And then across from OBJ, he's got Steve Smith. Now, I'd have to assume he's actually going to be the slot wide receiver. I've seen enough. This guy's got a killer squad. Starting on defense, hopefully you guys have sound because I don't have sound. And it's kind of weird. I don't like playing without it. He's going to go hand off Adrian Peterson. I already know this man's going to be a problem. We got to find a way to try and contain him. Hand off AP again. I mean, he's just so tough to bring down. I don't like this. He's making it look too easy. I blame not having sound. It's just so weird. He's running again. I mean, look at these cuts. All right, I think we just got to start stacking the box. If Johnny Unitas beats us, then so be it. Come on, defense. Got some bodies on him. That's a good job. It's going to make it 3rd and goal. You may have got to the 1 yard pretty easy. We're not going to make it easy for you to get in from here. Okay, I don't know how OBJ was open on a slant. I thought for sure we would have that covered. This guy's offense is pretty overpowered. But the good thing is our offense has been really good too. So we got to come out and match touchdowns. Does anybody remember this play? Halfback wham. I mean, there's a point this was the meta. And maybe it never left. I might have to run that again. It was like a free first down. Looks like Revis on TO. This has to be a linebacker, maybe a safety on Mike Wallace. I got Priest Holmes in the block. Just give me enough time. I'm going to toss it up. Mike Wallace runs right around him, and it's a touchdown. What a throw by Aaron Rodgers, but that was kind of crazy. I don't know if we actually should have thrown that. I was just trusting the speed of Mike Wallace. And we got ourselves a Lambeau leap. Extra points going to tie this one up. This one should be exciting. I think you guys are going to see a lot of points. I say we just start going straight up man coverage and blitz. I mean, we got to try something. Got him in the backfield. Reggie White. They call that man the Minister of Defense for a reason. Got him behind the chains. Let me try and shoot this gap. Oh, that was not a good idea. Yeah, I'm probably the reason why Steve Smith was wide open. That's play action. Do not bite. Okay, somebody must have bit. There should have been a zone right there where OBJ was. Left side in man coverage, right side's in zone. And I'm going to cheat up and help with the run. Oh, that's so dirty. And then we get our ankles taken. Adrian Peterson, a walk-in touchdown. I thought he was going to take that to the outside, but that one cut, those are just so tough. I can't say I've really seen a running back move like that. Not my finest moment on defense. But it wasn't just me, because someone else got their ankles taken. We're getting some good first down runs. Should set up the play action. Yep, T.O.'s got a step. And we missed him. I know he sent a blitz, but it didn't really feel like we were under pressure. And Aaron Rodgers, he's got 99 throw on the run. I expect him to hit that. 4th and 14, not a situation where I normally go for this. I really don't want to go for it. But with how this guy's offense is looking, I feel like I don't have a choice. Let's see what we got. One-on-one, T.O. We missed him again. How are we missing these throws? We actually dialed up the perfect play. That 100% should have been a completion. 3rd and 13. If the defense can bail us out and hold this man to a field goal, I would consider that a win. Considering the field position he started this drive with, he's actually going to run the ball. That's not good. We're going to stop him just short. And I had a feeling with this being 4th and 3, he was going to go for it. At the same time, if we get the stop, we get all the momentum. Dave Casper's wide open. Are you kidding? How is nobody over there? We are showing no signs of stopping this guy. It's not looking good. The one thing we have going for us, we can put together a drive here, score. We do get the ball right back in the second half. Coming out to 2-minute warning, we got to move Priest Holmes and block on this right side. I want to say it's Charles Johnson, but giving us issues. T.O.'s going to win off the line. Does he have the speed? No one's going to catch us. And we answer right back. If we have any shot at coming back in this one, I need T.O. to go off, especially if he's not going to have Revis matched up against him. I obviously wasn't going to pass up a touchdown. At the same time, we left him a lot of time. We got to find a way to try and keep this one possession. And that is not a good start. He's just got so many guys he can throw to. And the problem with that big first down play is that brings the run right back into it. Yep, exactly what it is. There we go. John Henderson. Getting big up there in the middle of that defense. And this guy loves going no huddle. We can't press OBJ. That's not a recipe for success. It's going to fall incomplete. Great play. I want to say that was Spielman. That could have gone either way. Casper had a step. I actually thought he was going to catch that and take off. 3rd and long. We put ourselves in a position to make a stop. I'd love to see one of these defensive ends get a quick block shed. And he finds OBJ across the middle. Had him where we wanted him, just couldn't execute. I'd say at this point, the goal has to be holding this guy to a field goal. So Adrian Peterson in motion. That allows us to pass commit. Should have the streak covered. And it's intercepted! Oh, he read that completely wrong. I think he thought I was going to use the streak going down the field with Ed Reed. And we get a massive turnover. And now we have a chance to change this game completely around. We got enough time to score and get the ball right back. One-on-one everywhere. I'm looking T.O. And he's got it. He's having that breakout game we need. 3rd and 15. I'd have to assume everyone just drops back in coverage. I'm looking for Holmes across the middle. No, T.O.'s open. It's going to turn into a touchdown. And we got our first look at a Lambeau leap from Owens. Normally he doesn't do it. He just fakes it. Wow, he actually came out in a cover 4 defense. I would be so mad if I was this guy because, yeah, someone clearly blew their coverage. And after being down 21-7, we have come back and tied this game. Got to make sure we end this half smoothly. Just can't have anything over the top. Yeah, that's what we want to see. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come in the second half. Derek Thomas getting the sack, and that's going to bring us into halftime. I feel like we have all the momentum at the moment. I'm going to give it to him again. Priest Holmes. Yeah, the blocking is there. Getting some big runs to start the second half. And I'm going to take a page out of this guy's book. Let's start going no huddle. Feel like we kind of got him on his heels at the moment. Oh, but we end up getting sacked. It's Richard Seymour that came through. We got to watch his user. If he follows Largent, this might be Jimmy Graham. I lied. Left side. Terrell Owens. Oh, I was trying to make something happen after the catch. 4th and 7. Do we go for this? If it was 4th and 5, I probably do go for it. At the same time, we're going to kick this field goal. We're going to have our first lead of the game. Starting at midfield after the return. We're on a 17-0 run at the moment. I'm curious how this guy's going to respond. He's going to stick with the ground game. What a spin move by AP. He's so tough. The one thing that does surprise me a little bit, I want to say it was the same for our last opponent. No offensive lineman with abilities, but he's getting some push up front. And he's got a wide open Dave Casper. Going to set him up 1st and goal. He's got 2 plays to get 1 yard. I don't see him passing. Quarterback sneak. Yeah, he's got it. Maybe we should have went for it on that 4th down because our lead did not last very long. I want to say we've started off every 4th quarter in this playoff run losing. So you could say we got them right where we want them. Jimmy Graham, nice zig. Just a nice simple play to get a 1st down. Got Mike Wallace open this time. Just a quick out. He must have set his zone drops back pretty far. If he's going to give us that underneath stuff, I'm going to take it every time. Definitely not in a rush to score here. At the same time, if you're going to press Mike Wallace, I can't pass that up. Let's throw it up. One-on-one coverage. Oh, I couldn't get there. Gilmore actually had us boxed out. This is a big play, 3rd and 7. I'm just going to go with a basic 4 verts. And I was going to leave Holmes in the block, but let's put him across the middle. Yep, there it is. Priest Holmes on the Texas route for the running back out of Texas. I think. Did Priest Holmes go to Texas? I want to say he was a Longhorn. This is it. 2 minutes left. We can't have any mistakes. I'm going for it. That might have been a mistake. He caught it. T.O. again. Oh, when I threw that thing, the way Cliff Harris reacted, I thought he was going to get there. If he's 88 speed instead of 87, that's probably a pick. Instead, T.O. continues to dominate. And this extra point is going to make it a 3-point game. Now, my only concern is, did we score too quick? Because he's got more than enough time. That's going to be a sack. It looked like Reggie White was the first one there. I've been waiting to say his name, and that could not have come at a better time. I mean, that changes everything. He can't run the ball. And as a matter of fact, he's going to go empty backfield. He might have us middle. No, he doesn't. Dennis Smith. He does it again. This man just comes up with clutch interception after clutch interception. We're not done just yet. This guy does have all 3 timeouts. So we got to come out, pick up a 1st down. And I would say we have 4 plays to do it. Because, yeah, a field goal doesn't do that much for us. Oh, we got nothing on that first run. I would have liked to see at least a couple yards. If we're going to win this game, we got to risk it. I'm going play action. Should be open. Ball game. T.O. gets open. Stay in bounds. And this one's over. That was such a good game, man. Shout out to the Saints. Rodgers finished 12 of 20, 337 yards, 4 touchdowns. And I told you guys, if we were going to win this game, it had to start with T.O., and he stepped up so big. And despite our opponent pretty much having an offensive juggernaut, the defense comes through again. Derek Thomas, couple tackles for a loss. The entire defensive line was doing their thing. And then the 2 big interceptions, the user with Ed Reed, but most of all, Dennis Smith. If we win the Super Bowl, I feel like I gotta go get a Dennis Smith jersey. All right, boys, it is time for the championship. Now, I do say championship. I don't want to say Super Bowl. You gotta remember, this is us essentially recreating draft champions. As far as the team we're taking on, the Buffalo Bills, he's got Michael Vick for his quarterback. The bad news is he's got Michael Vick. He's probably the greatest Madden player of all time. The good news is I feel like we're not that bad of a matchup against a team like this. I already know this guy wants to roll out with them a bunch. He wants to run with them a bunch. We got Derek Thomas on one side and Reggie White on the other. So if there's 2 guys that can keep Vick in the pocket and try to limit him as much as possible, I feel like it's those 2 guys. His CB1 is Jalen Ramsey. He's going to be a tough matchup for anybody. Michael Strahan coming off the edge. We're definitely going to have to double him. We're going to have to watch out for him. Jonathan Ogden at left tackle. Sterling Sharp. Man, this guy's a bunch of superstars. Bunch of players with abilities. Ken Houston. Another superstar in Mike Ditka. Running back is Marcus Allen. I'm surprised he doesn't have abilities. Superstar Julio Jones. Surprised he's only 97. I feel like Julio at his peak, I mean, he's got to be up there with just about any other wide receiver. Starting on defense. I don't know what's going to happen in this game, but we're not going to let Vic run all over us. Okay, Vic's running all over us. How is this a thing? He runs for a touchdown on the first play. What happened to my contain? Derek Thomas should have been out there. That's crazy. Michael Vick, 50-yard touchdown on his first carry. This is normal territory for us. We've been down in every single one of these games so far. Oh, I was looking T.O. across the middle. Strahan comes in for the sack. We've had 1 play on offense and 1 play on defense. Both have gone terrible. I'm just going to take Largent underneath. Man, try getting us with one of those dolphin dive tackles. I'm going to go quick here. I say we run it. At the very worst, we make 4th down easier. Oh, we caught him making adjustments. I did that same exact thing not too long ago. That's a much needed 1st down because things were not looking good up to that point. 1 safety over the top. Could be cover 3. Oh, definitely not cover 3. We had Jimmy Graham open. We just didn't get enough time. This is not the spot we want to be in. I'm just going to check it down. Priest Holmes. Was hoping to get some more after the catch. I almost feel like we have to punt. Yeah, we got to do it. 4th and 17. That's just too far. I can't chance it. Defense, I know I'm putting you in a rough spot. I need you to step up. We got spies all over the field. But then he finds a wide open Julio Jones. 2nd and 4. Julio in motion. Simple inside zone. Wow. Look at the push he just got. I can live with giving up yards. I know we're going to. We can't be getting bullied like this. There we go. Ed Too Tall Jones getting in the mix. Let's do this. Instead of having a linebacker play spy, I'm going to do it myself. He's got Mason wide open. Chris Harris is superstar now? And he's still out here getting cooked. Oh, that's why my opponent had so many superstars. I forgot when you make the Super Bowl, you'll get a bunch of players that get like dev trait upgrades. Fresh quarter. We got to put that last one behind us. Really, nothing went our way. Ooh, it's actually a screenplay. Devondre Campbell bailing me out because I was not ready for it. 3rd and 13. If we have any chance at winning this game, we have to capitalize on these plays. We got to keep Vic in the pocket. And it's going to be a sack. Derek Thomas. Never want to go down 2 possessions, but our defense did look good to start this quarter. Hopefully we can keep that energy, bring it to the offensive side of things. Oh, we timed it. It's a block. He's not going up by 2 possessions. What a play by the special teams. Blocking a field goal in the championship. That's so big. Special teams made the play. Offense, we got to capitalize. I'm looking Largent. Was hoping we could get to corner. He just doesn't quite have the speed for it. We got to try and find something. Offense is struggling. I'm just going to take off and run. Nobody over here. That's right. Michael Vick ain't the only dual threat quarterback. And how is that not a late hit? That should be an extra 15. Fun fact, Aaron Rodgers is 3rd all time when it comes to having a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown in the same game. We have completely flipped the script in the 2nd quarter. Doesn't mean anything if we don't get 6. He brings a blitz. A wide open touchdown for Largent. Yes, sir. Aaron Rodgers is fired up. Just when it looked like this game could get out of reach, we get the block kick, and then we drive down and we easily score. I wouldn't expect any run plays with Marcus Allen. At the same time, we got to watch out for Vic. Yep, he's taking off. It's not going to happen. You had your one big run. It's not happening again. Just got to keep him in the pocket. That's beautiful. Oh, I feel like we should have had somebody over there. I'm stuck in alignment. I can't switch stick. What is this? Intercepted by Ed Reed. What a play. Maybe I need to stay in alignment more. That's why we drafted him. That 99 zone coverage. And I want to say somebody got pressure. That's why he threw that ball. 36 seconds. We got all 3 timeouts. A field goal would be so big here. But I'm thinking touchdown. T.O. Okay, that might have been a little bit greedy. We got to leave Priest Holmes in the block on this right side. Cannot let Strahan get through. And then we're just going to flood this left side. Yep, T.O. wide open. I think he forgot to change his zone drops. Let's just use our legs here. Oh, Largent sneaks upfield. He's wide open. And he takes it to the house. I was all but ready to settle for a field goal. And the best part about this, we left him with no time. He can't do anything with this. Got the ball right back to start the second half, up 14-7. Never would have imagined after that first quarter. I'm going to go simple RPO. Let's hit T.O. No shot. We're going to turn this into a massive play. I was just hoping to get a few yards. Turned it into about 50. He takes away the middle. Let's just check it down. Priest Holmes, open field. Couldn't make a miss. Good user tackle. We got a bunch of routes going at his user. Largent. That was not the right read. Probably should have waited a little bit longer. Kind of messed up that last play, but still a really good job getting a field goal. We're going to make sure he doesn't block it. We've seen one of those already. Putting us up 2 possessions. Let's see what he does down by 10. Surprising handoff. Marcus Allen bounces off of somebody. Gets a first. He's continuing to come out under center. I'm going to set a blitz off this left side. Could not let Vic roll out. Got a man open, but he missed him. We're doing such a good job with our game plan right now. We're making him a pocket passer. That's why I'm going to send another blitz. He's going to try and take off. Oh, he's so tough to bring down in the open field. Spielman normally doesn't miss too many tackles. Thought maybe we had a chance on that last one. That's just Vic being too good. Our guys just ran into each other. Yeah, there's not much you can do about that. Not a bad job by our defense, but you got to remember, we're playing Madden. You're going to give up points. The big thing is we still have a 3-point advantage. Back on offense, we've had a great couple drives. I'm not going to change anything we're doing. I like it across the middle. Priest Holmes just took somebody's ankles. Okay. I feel like this game's going by quick. Start of the 4th quarter. We've had a lot of success with T.O. inside. I'm looking him or Largent across the middle. We just got to watch his user. Actually, right side. Oh, no, you didn't. Mike Wallace, you're not catching him. Oh, what a move. Our offense would not be the same without him. And you got to remember, that was a computer pick. I can't even take credit for it. We're going right back up 10 points. It feels like this guy's starting just about every drive at midfield thanks to Denard Robinson on these kick returns. Yep, keep Vic in the pocket. Nowhere to go. What a game Ed Too Tall Jones is having. We got this guy in a tough spot. You never want to have to go no huddle after a sack. We got Spielman and Spy. The other guys are in contain. Yep. Derwin James. What an interception. I don't know if you guys saw that. I did a little fake inside. It was nothing more than just pretty much a little shoulder shrug. I think he thought I was going to use her that other route. Instead, we pick it off. We got 2 goals on this drive. If we score a touchdown, obviously it's one of them. We win. We at least got to waste some clock. And I am going to pass the ball because we can just do things like that, and it's pretty much a run play. Also, I'd have to think he's going to sell out on one of these. Yep, all-out blitz. Jimmy Graham breaks out of it. Oh, it's getting ugly out here. And another one for Aaron Rodgers. That's why we stayed aggressive. I knew he was going to blitz on one of those. I had man beaters all over the field, and Jimmy Graham did the rest. This one's just getting out of hand. Reggie White with the sack. 4th and 20. Pass rushers, go get him. He's just going to have to throw this one up. Wow, that's crazy. What a play by Vic. I got to give it to him. He has saved all 3 timeouts. as he finds Sterling Sharp for a touchdown. So I guess it's not completely over. As long as nothing fluky happens on this onside kick, we should be all right. I'm on Alshon Jeffrey. Okay, wouldn't matter anyways. I was going to say, his guy actually beat me to the ball, but yeah, it's going to be illegal touching. 1 first down. This one's over. Priest Holmes not going to run him over. Hang on to that football. Could not have a fumble. I don't think he's going to be ready for this. We're going read option. Yes, sir. No one out there. What a block by Trent Williams. Oh, I wanted Rodgers to house that so bad. I'm just saying, I think we got the best dual threat quarterback in this game. We have won our first draft champs of the year. This was actually so much fun. You know, EA can take draft champs, MUT champs, whatever they want to call it out the game. We'll just make it ourselves. As a matter of fact, this is even better because there's just so many players we get to choose from. And that's definitely what made this so cool. Like, we expected Reggie White, Derek Thomas, Ed Reed, those guys to go off. 2 players that I didn't even draft. Mike Wallace on offense went off for us. And then Dennis Smith on defense. I'm not even going to act like I was super familiar with who Dennis Smith was before this. And he was a big reason why we just won this whole thing. So Rodgers finishes 14 of 23, 308 yards, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, one of those throws to Steve Largent, it must have been behind the line of scrimmage. They actually considered it a rushing touchdown for him. And then he also led us in receiving in this one. 4 catches, 61 yards, and another touchdown. And of course, the defense keeping Vic in check the best they could do. Derek Thomas had 2 sacks. Reggie White had a sack. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. Be sure to drop a like if you guys want to see more of these. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.